Whoa, you got a Lambo?
There's a logical explanation for that.
I challenge you to find a bigger waste of time than that.
Look, everyone makes mistakes.
Maybe it's just because you're stupid.
Alright, so today is September 18th, I believe. And I've been working on this lawnmower here. I figure since I'm keeping both of them, I have a hitch on the back of that one that I kind of fabricated up. So I put one just like it on this one. I don't know if it's going to work so good with the ball on there, but we'll give it a shot. I don't have anything that holds a 2-inch ball anyway, but mainly got it for the pinhole. But it worked out pretty good. The bolt actually keeps from moving when you tighten it with the ball, and the ball does the same thing with the bolt, so it worked out pretty good. So now they both have a hitch on them. That's going to work better than what was on there for factory. So that should do it for that thing, and I'm going to put it in the garage over there. That way when I have to scoop off the driveway, I can just pull it right out and do it. So we're done. That project is finished. Well, so my next project I'm going to be working on, hopefully, now that my snow blade removal tractor lawnmower winter project is done. I bought this trailer at an auction, really cheap, fairly cheap, and my father-in-law let me have this tank, so I got it working. It wasn't spraying or anything, so I got new nozzles on it. I actually put a new pump on it, so it works. The wand works, holds pressure, sprays good. So my next project I want to do is mount it on this trailer. And what I'm thinking about doing is cutting it back to about here and mount the tank to the floor, put a couple of support beams underneath it, and then move this tailgate back to here, right in front of these bolts. It should work. Then I'm gonna cut this all off. This will all be removed, and it's gonna be like a short trailer. All the chemicals will be there. Tank will be there. Should be a good lawn spraying tank trailer, I hope. But we shall see. That's my idea, so we'll see if I can make it work. I'm pretty sure I can, but whether the tank will let me put it on there is a different story, so we shall see. So stay tuned. Okay, we got started on this little puppy. Got that back frame off. I'm going to have to go get some more angle iron and probably go with aluminum. I'm not sure yet, but I got to strengthen this up so it'll hold the tank. But I had to drill this one and this one out because the bolts were so corroded they wouldn't loosen. Luckily I got all the other bolts loose for that. They all came out nice and easy. Here's this for the tailgate. I'm gonna mount it right there. The tank will sit the rest back here, and I can put the tailgate in there, and then I'll be able to have like the chemicals here and the tanks here. And if I ever need another trailer for the yard work, I'll go get another one. I'm sure there's another auction coming up that'll have something on there. So that's where we're at. So it's kind of late in the days now, so I'm gonna quit. I had to mow the yard, got that thing cleaned up. Then I started on this, talked to my buddy Dwayne for, I don't know what it was, like 45 minutes, but that was fun. I always enjoy doing that. So I'm gonna get the vacuum out and clean that up, and we'll get, tomorrow, I'll go finish this up. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I'm gonna cut this off, so I'll open it up a little bit. That's why I gotta move that back. So we'll see, that's the plan. Got some paint. Got the angles all painted. Make it look a little better. Hopefully stop some of the rust. And I went to Menards this morning. Got some hardware. Got some paint too. Might spray it, I don't know yet. That's still up in the air. Got some lock nuts. Got some stainless bolts. Hopefully they won't corrode. And some washers. So we shall see. Wait for the paint to dry, and then I can put the angle back on there. I also bought some angle for to support the back end of the trailer there when the sprayer gets mounted. Had a little cloud come over now and then. Looks like it's going to be clear now, but it started raining earlier, so I had to move my paint job inside. I didn't get any paint on the car because I sprayed the stuff outside, and then I took it inside and hung it. So no overspray on the vet. Need to rain though, that's for sure. Alright, so I found out I had to notch out this little channel here. So I'm going to put a bolt here and a bolt here. Make sure it doesn't separate anymore. That was to get this channel to fit in there. I got it all painted up and rust proofed hopefully. But we're going to see if it'll fit in there now. It was bowing up the back end or the flatbed in there. So this is a notch I took out of it with my grinder. Worked out pretty good, so let's go from there. Alright, that thing fit in there pretty good. Really well. I just got to take it back out and get this bare metal painted up a little bit. It's going to work good there though. Got that all painted up. I use, what'd I get? I got satin poppy red. So it should dry fairly close to the color that I have on the trailer, or what the trailer is. And we shall see. Alright, I got this thing bolted on. I get one more bolt down there in the corner. One more over here in the corner, and it should be all bolted on. That should be nice and sturdy. And I gotta put my, gotta make me a U-shaped bracket for that, which is why I got that stuff. And I'm gonna try out that thing. Hopefully the welder will work. But anyway, it's coming along pretty good. I might take that axle out and scrub it off and spray my rust inhibiting stuff on it. But we'll see. I want to get this other stuff done here real quick first. Alright, this thing definitely needs paint, but it actually fits pretty good. Right in those grooves. Now I just need to cut this off right about here. And I'm going to leave it about a 1/2 inch tall, just to give it some meat on there. Alright, I think I'm liking that so far. Well, the grinder's working pretty good. Got that side cut, this side cut. Now I just need to draw me a line along here and cut that off. There, got the line marked. I just eyeballed it, so if it's crooked, it don't matter. Right? We shall see how it goes. But it's coming along. Well, there's what it's going to look like without the tank on it. I think this is what you call channeling. Kind of cool that way, huh? Anyway, I'm going to put this thing on there now and see how it looks, and might have to work on the rest of it tomorrow. I made a kind of a mess in here today. So that grinder actually worked pretty good for cutting off the sides. And I use my 90-degree angle grinder to clean it up the edges a little bit so they're not so sharp. But anyway, my channeled lawn trailer. Well, I just came up with another idea.
Oh no!
I actually measured it for that, and that came out perfect. But what I'm going to do, take these channels for this divider here, move it back here.
did something to your dog?
I think that will look much better and work much better too. And I'll have all this room for the chemicals, and that's gonna look good. That's gonna work out really well. Yeah, I think that's gonna work out good that way. So now after the moving the tailgate farther forward. That was quick. Move the little tailgate farther forward. Tank fits perfect. I mean, I couldn't ask anything better. That is cool, huh? Even got room to play with this and take that off if I need to. This is going to turn out better than I thought it would. I hope anyway. So far it is. In my mind it's working great. But we shall see when I get it done. Alright, this tank was going to hit down here if I left it the way it was. So I think what I'm going to do is mount this tank, these arms here, to the 2x4. Then I can take a screw from the bottom and mount the 2x4. And I think that's going to actually be a pretty good deal if it'll hold. I'm still going to make a frame for the underneath to make it stiffer. But it gives a good clearance there so the tank won't rub. Think about that overnight, and I'm quitting for the day now. It's almost 5:30, so time to go eat supper maybe, and take a break and think about this and come back at it tomorrow. Another day, another project. Today is, I believe, September 20th, about 8 o'clock in the morning. And what I want to get done today is making the support for the bottom of that. Hold the tank up. That's going to happen with these. And I get to try out my new welder and see how good it works, if it works. So let's get on with that project then. See if we can figure this welding thing out here. Alright. I think we got her now. Let's give it a shot, shall we? So far I'm kind of liking this welder. This is my first time welding, and like working pretty good. 30 some years for what I need it for. Anyways, I just gotta grind the welds down, make them smooth, and then drill some holes for that, and then I'll get it painted. Alright, we got some holes drilled here for the bolts along the side. I'll get those up to 1/4 inch. Alright, we got the holes drilled for the side here. I may have to reinforce this a little bit more because I noticed this is bending down. I'm pushing down on it when I'm drilling, so that probably isn't a good thing, but we'll see how it goes. Might not be may have to weld another piece of bracket here and bolt it to this thing, but time will tell on that one. Alright, got these 1/4 inch bolts in there. I was short some washers, so I didn't get that one tightened down, but I gotta go to town anyway. Now I'm gonna flip it over and mark these holes on here, and we'll tighten that sucker down too once we go get some more washers and nuts. Coming along good though. It's actually stiffened it up pretty good. Hopefully I won't bend over, but we'll see. I got another idea for that too. Alright, I got an idea for this angle, to support this thing so it doesn't bend down. I'm gonna get a couple more of these, run it up to here, put a couple bolts in up higher in front, and it'll come all the way back to here. That way it'll give it a good support that way. Should work. So my brother-in-law came through for me. He got me a couple of 2x4 metal here, and I got the holes drilled perfectly in place. I can get a nut on this one, but I don't know how I'm going to get on the other one. That's like way down in that other. It's about right here. I don't think I can reach my hand in that far. I'm going to have to figure this out. I could drill a hole. You know what? I think I might do that. I'll drill a bigger hole right here. And we'll put the nut in from the top. That'll work out great. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. Alright, I figured out how to get the nuts on. I use my hole saw, or step drill. And I made it so the socket can fit down in there. And we'll be able to do it that way. I think it's going to work out pretty good. A word to the wise. If you got one of these, I let the smoke out of this thing a couple times. Get rid of it. It's only good for a little bit. It got hot. It is super hot right now. But I'm going to go get me a good drill and get rid of that damn thing, because it's no good for anything. It did drill these 4 holes though, so it's still working, but not very well. So that's where we're at now. We're going to be able to mount this onto that easily, and then we're going to set it on here and line up some holes and drill it and bolt it down. Alright, I think I got all the bracing done. What I'm going to do, put a couple angle brackets on here, keep the back end from folding down, and I built this edge around here to keep a little stiffer on the back too. I think it's going to work out pretty good. The tank fits great. Those rails that I fabricated up that Joe gave me the metal for actually works really, really well. I had to cut a couple more inches off because I actually didn't realize there was a lip on this plastic right here. There's a lip there that I had to get by, and it was pushing up on the tank. So actually works pretty good that way. Now I'm going to disassemble it and paint everything, and not everything, but the rails. I'll paint them black. Should look good that way, I think. I'm not going to worry about painting the trailer or nothing, but I think we're ready to paint it up and put it together. All right, the brace is all done. Now to tear it down and get the rails painted. Going with black. It's coming along pretty good. All right, I've got some brackets painted. Painted in black. I put some Loctite on these too also, so they won't come out as easily, hopefully. Because they've been coming out with the lock nuts I have on there. I also got these painted up. All black and shiny and new. And I painted the trim that I cut red. So that'll be corrosion proof, hopefully. I still need to paint the tailgate that goes in there, because that thing's kind of got a little rust on it too, so I need to take care of that. That's for another day, because I don't really feel like doing it right now. I am wore out. Long day today. This is taking a lot more out of me than I thought it would. Taking a lot longer time too than I thought it would. Amazing. But it is what it is, and we're good with that. It's going to be cool. So good morning, and welcome to another day in Great Babe's Garage. We're going to finish this project hopefully today. And I think it's ready to put together. I haven't taken those down yet, but they should be dry. And those should be right over here. They should be dry, ready to go on. I got the tailgate outside that's been painted. So we're gonna get this thing going and put her together today. Hopefully it'll be done. Had a little issue with the threads on this nut here. So, got some zip ties and threaded it down in there. Seems pretty tight now, but we'll see if it holds. That little trick actually did pretty good. Got tight. I think we'll be okay with it. Alright, the bracing's all on. Seems pretty solid. Now I put the tank on there and we'll be done. All mounted up and solid. It's not going anywhere. Worked out pretty good. Now I gotta put the hoses back on. That won't take more than a couple minutes to do that. Well, now look at that. Well, it looks kind of pretty nasty up that way, huh? It's facing north if you don't know. Something in there is squawking at me. What do you got going on in there? Huh? Here we go. We are done and done. The tailgate, I gave that a little bit of a color, blue, new red. Should match okay once the sun fades it out a little bit. The only reason I got those on there is for weight, so it doesn't tip over backwards. Because it will. But she's ready to rock and roll. My luck. Well, generally when I do stuff like this, got a good gap here too, so it won't rub. A good gap over here so it won't rub. But anyway, so generally when I do stuff like this and get pretty involved with it, this has taken me 3 days, roughly. But I get it all put together and working, looking good and everything, and it won't work. But with this one, I do have a new pump, I do have new nozzles, and I fixed the leak on the tank. 2 leaks. I plastic welded them. But if anything's going to be an issue, I think it's going to be those spots I plastic welded, but I don't think they will be for a while, I hope. But my luck, like I said, it won't work. But it sure does look good, doesn't it? I think it's ready to go, man. I got 2 lawn tractors to pull it with. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I got to take it outside for winter. I need this space in here for other stuff. But we shall see where it goes. Next spring I'll break it out and weed and feed my lawn. Well, I decided to paint my little hitch pin here. Make it match the rest of the, like it's been reworked, I guess. But I'm really happy with that little welder I got. And it actually worked really well. I suck at welding, but a little practice I'll be better. I used to weld when I was in A&P school, but this is a lot easier to use in arc welding. A lot easier. So I'm gonna be happy with it, I think. Look what I found. He's a big boy. However you want to look at it. It's a big one. Wow.
I ain't seen a beating like that since somebody stuck a banana in my pants and turned a monkey loose.
But I'm really happy with that little welder I got. And it actually worked really well. I suck at welding, but a little practice, I'll be better. I used to weld when I was in A&P school, but this is a lot easier to use in arc welding. A lot easier. So I'm going to be happy with it, I think. So that's it for this project. Not sure what's next. I have nothing that I can think of offhand. Stay tuned. Might be something fun, might be something stupid. Knowing me, it'll probably be something stupid. So talk to y'all later. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay grape.